Hello everyone, myself Professor Sandeep Abhang, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department, CSMSS College of Polytechnic, Aurangabad. Today we are going to learn principal stresses, creep curve and fatigue. Before principal stresses, we must know about the principal plane. The principal plane is the plane on which only normal stress is act. It is called as principal plane. See here, it is a plane on which only normal stresses are acting on the planes like this. Therefore, where sigma x and sigma y are the normal stresses acting on principal plane in x and y direction. So, therefore, what is meant by principal stress? The principal stress is defined as the magnitude of normal stress acting on the principal plane is called as principal stress. See here, it is a principal plane on which the normal stresses are acting in x and y direction simultaneously, but the shear stress is also acting on these planes in normal to the or in the magnitude to the normal stresses in x and y direction. Perpendicular this stresses acting perpendicular, or this is the shear stress which is acting on the plane in shear. So therefore, where tau is equal to shear stress acting on the principal plane in x and y direction. So the principal stresses are major principal stresses and minor principal stresses. So the major principal stress is the maximum value of the normal stress acting on the principal plane, whereas the minor principal stress is nothing but it is the minimum value of normal stress acting on the principal plane, where sigma x, sigma y are the stresses or normal stresses acting on the x and y direction respectively, whereas sigma is the resultant or major principal stress or resultant principal stress, whereas tau is a maximum shear stress which is acting on the principal plane. After that, the equations for the maximum principal stress is sigma T1 equal to sigma x plus sigma y divided by 2 plus 1 by 2 under root of sigma x minus sigma y bracket square plus 4 tau square. For the minimum principal stresses, sigma T2 equal to sigma x plus sigma y divided by 2 minus 1 by 2 under root of sigma x minus sigma y bracket square plus 4 tau square. For maximum shear stress, it is tau max equal to sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2, which is also equal to 1 by 2 under root of sigma x minus sigma y bracket square plus 4 tau square. This is the equations for the maximum principal strain, minimum principal stress and maximum shear stress. So let us see about creep. What is creep? Creep is nothing but the slow and progressive deformation of material with time under the constant stress is called as creep. The creep curve having basically 3 steps or 3 stages. First one is the primary creep, which is also called as first stage, which is indicating on curve is A to B. Secondary creep, it is a second stage which denotes B to C, and third one is a tertiary creep, it is also third stage and on curve it shows C to D. So let us see about creep curve. The stages in the creep curve are plotted from 0. The time is plotting on x-axis, strain in y-axis. The point A shows the instantaneous elongation. Instantaneous elongation means whenever we are applying the load on the material, it elongates little bit. That little bit elongation is nothing but the instantaneous elongation of the material. Some elastic and ductility properties present in the ductile material, so it will elongate little bit. That is the instantaneous elongation. Up to elongation, it will not break out, just elongate a little bit from 0 to A. Every material, which will be a ductile or which will be a brittle. From A to B, it is a primary creep or it is a first stage A to B. The curve deviates from A to B. It is called as first stage. From B point, it is a secondary creep and it ends at point C. In this second stage, the creep rate will increases or it will be a constant creep rate. Creep rate is strain is directly proportional to time. Whenever strain increases with respect to time is called as creep rate. From point C, it is the second stage of the creep curve. From C to D, it is a tertiary creep. The curve deviates like this from C to D and it is a third stage of the creep curve. Next one is the fatigue. The fatigue is nothing but when the material is subjected to repeated stresses, it fails at stress below yield point stress. Such type of failure is called as fatigue failure. See here, whenever the little bit cracks are present in the material while manufacturing, or it is also called as manufacturing defect, or whenever the material is subjected to repeated stresses, some cracks arises in the material like this. Whenever we are applying a repeated load in the material or on the material, the tensile if we are applying the tensile load, the material will elongate like this. If we are applying the compressive load on the material, it will shorten and cracks get elongate. So this is a fatigue failure. So in this video we are seeing principal stresses, creep curve and fatigue. In next lecture we are seeing more thing about machine designing. For watching my videos, thank you very much.